Hi, good morning, guys, or whatever you're watching this. I want to continue now with two major exceptions to the rule of Borer. Okay, so in the past, quickly, we learned three halachot about what makes it something. You need these three things in order to allow for Borer. One is you have to use your hand. You can't use a specialized utensil. That makes it like you're doing a commercial Borer. But if you just do it as what you're doing is like the way of eating, then that's permitted. So your hand or a substitute for your hand, like a fork or a knife, something just so your hand shouldn't get dirty, is allowed. But like a strainer is a problem because that's a specialized. So that's a separate thing. Okay, so that's number one is your hand. Oh no, that's the same one. As opposed to using a specialized thing, which is like a strainer or perhaps a peeler. According to many people, a peeler is a specialized thing in order to extract. So a peeler is a problem. Another thing that we learned is that it has to be miyad. Miyad means immediately. It has to be the way of eating, like you're sitting down in a meal and you're eating it. It has to be that you're taking what you want for immediate usage. And the third thing is that you need to have the good from the bad. You can't be trying to take away the bad and improving the mixture that you have by removing the bad. It has to be that you're taking the good away. You're not creating a mixture. You're not having a mixture there, but you're directly pulling away a good from the bad. So that's the way of eating. When you want to take something to eat, you take it immediately in eating. That is not considered sorting. I want to deliver in two major other exceptions. What about the following case, okay? Comes up in our lives all the time. You go over, let's say you go to a bar mitzvah, there's not enough coats on the hangers on the coat rack, and surely a pile, soon after there's a pile piled up, and there's your coat and the other guy's coat and lots of coats all bunched up, okay? So what's going to be over there? Here, how are you going to get your coat? The only way to get your coat over here is going to be either you could scatter the entire pile, right? That would be one option, but that would make you look a little awkward, and maybe not be the nicest thing to people's coats. And the other thing is, let's say, but if you're going to remove somebody else's coat, so what you did was you took away something bad. You don't want that coat from the pile of good. From your coat is in there. You want to clean the pile. So you're pulling out the coat right over there. You just did borer. You took the bad from the good. Is that borer or another case? Let's say on the bottom you have like sometimes on fruit platters you have like I want the mango that's on the bottom. Usually the mango's on the top. But in any case, let's put the whatever it is. You sometimes have like layered fruit platters. I want the thing on the bottom. So for me to pull away the thing on the top, the only way for me to get it is to go ahead and take away the bad. Are you allowed to do that? Probably not, right? That's taking away the bad from the good. Another case is let's say I have in my drawer. I pull out my drawer and I want to get an undershirt that's on the bottom. But the on top is a bunch of other things. So to pull away the bad, it's pulling away the bad from the good on Shabbos. I shouldn't be allowed to do that. Am I allowed to do that or not? So here, this is exception number one. I want you to know this well. That, because it makes your life a lot easier, is I want to have the rule is that when you're doing a borer is, and this was Yehuda's point. Yehuda was very bothered that what are you doing when you're doing borer? Like what's happening? Like what's the significance? So the idea is like this, is that you're improving the mixture. You are creating a positive mixture. You're doing you're fixing something up. Now, we don't normally, when you have a mixture of things, let's say you have rice and you have mixed into the rice, you have vegetables and you hate vegetables. So by pulling out the vegetables, you're making this a new thing. You're improving the mixture. That is the malacha. So now, if you apply that, if you understand the reasoning behind what borer is, you'll understand that actually the cases that I gave you, every single one of them is actually okay. Because what you're doing is you're not improving the mixture. What you're really doing is you're just removing the negative in order so that as a way to get the positive. So, for example, it's called I'm not sorting out. I'm not taking the bad over here and putting the good over here. What I'm doing is I'm taking away the bad in order so that I could get the good. The only way for me to get the good is by removing the bad. So I want to get that good thing, really. And my whole energies is to get that good thing. I'm working to get that good thing. That is not borer. So, for example, I have a case over here, right over here. We have over here, I lost my hat inside of I lost my hat today. I was piling up. I was looking for it. Obviously it's not really Shabbos, but we're going to pretend it's Shabbos. And I left blankets over here. Am I allowed? My hat, oh gosh, where's my hat? Took away that. I don't want that. That's your blanket. Or it might be my blanket, but I don't want it. I want my hat. Okay? Am I allowed to? My hat. I have finally found my hat. This, on Shabbos, would be totally allowed because in this case, I wanted, the only way for me to get my hat was by removing those things. So what I wasn't trying to remove those things to improve a mixture. My whole effort was to get the good inside. That is one exception. Another exception, very similar, is, let's say I have an orange. I want to take my orange and I want to peel the orange. Am I allowed to peel the orange? So the halacha is that absolutely I'm allowed to do it. Why? Again, if you think about it, what is going on over here? I'm taking away the peel. I'm taking away we learned that you're taking ochel. You're only allowed to take ochel mitoch hapsolas, food from the bad. You have leftover things there, and you have good. I'm not allowed to take out the peel. I'm not allowed to take out the vegetables from the rice. I can only take the rice from the vegetables. So now, how am I allowed to take off a peel? How am I allowed to peel? The answer is because over here, what I'm trying to do is, what my whole energy is not to get the bad away from the good. I'm not trying to fix the mixture over here. I want to improve the thing that's here, or the mixture over here, and by taking away the bad, and now I have an improved mixture. What I want to do is, I'm trying to, the way for me to take the good, how do you take the good when it's totally covered and there's no other way to get to it? It's by removing the bad. You're just removing the bad. I'm working to get the good. So there I'm peeling the peel because the only way for me to get that good is like that. So we view that what I'm doing is I'm taking the good from the bad. That's my whole energies is to get the good. Okay, so these are two major exceptions. Let's remember these halachos very well. We went through two exceptions. Number one, why is it that I could take away bad from good in a certain circumstance, which is, two, if all I'm doing is removing it from it in order to reach the good. If the good is blocked, so there I am not improving the mixture. I don't want it to remain as a mixture. All my whole energies is to get the good. Similarly, when I have a peel, I'm allowed to peel. The only way for me to get the good is by removing the bad away. That's what I'm doing, is I'm trying to get the good from the bad over there. That's what I'm doing. If you could say that what you're doing is trying to get the good from the bad, then it's still going to be permitted. Even though the way that you get the good from the bad is by removing the bad, it's going to be allowed. So in my undershirts, I'm allowed to go and remove the things from the top in order to get the good. All right, that's a tremendous exception to the rule. It makes my Shabbos a lot easier. Okay, see you later.